Welcome to the first of a three-part series on exchange consultations provided by LKE 1031 Services. In this series, I will discuss the benefits of an exchange consultation, the procedure involved, and the costs. My name is Karen Church, and I am president of LKE 1031. I'm an attorney by training, but I've spent the past 15 years working for one of the country's largest qualified intermediaries. In that time, I noticed so many taxpayers were struggling with the practical elements of like-kind exchanges. Qualified intermediaries can provide some help. The good QIs have knowledgeable sales and processing staff who can be very helpful answering questions. QIs will also frequently have excellent literature that will help savvy taxpayers on the basic elements of an exchange. The problem is that QIs aren't really set up to provide detailed exchange planning. Their job is to accommodate the exchange, not to plan it out. So even those top-level QIs who want to help often find they're just not in a position to spend the hours necessary to work through the details with the taxpayer. A taxpayer may then look to his attorney or CPA for guidance. The problem here is going to be that so many of them lack sufficient hands-on experience with 1031 to be able to offer practical direction. They will be helpful with the rules and giving tax advice, of course, but the who does what and when elements, that's all going to be missing. It's because of this problem, when I went into private practice, I decided to open an exchange planning and consulting company. An exchange consultation is designed for taxpayers contemplating like-kind exchanges under IRC Section 1031. There are three goals for the consultation. First is to familiarize the taxpayer with the exchange process. You're going to leave with an understanding of the general flow of the exchange, what happens when, who is responsible. Second, based on the information shared, the consultation will spot issues that may be problematic for the exchange. Third, and perhaps most importantly, the consultation will be followed up with a written plan of action that can be used by you, the QI, and your advisors as a roadmap for the transaction. One of the most unique benefits of an exchange consultation with LKE 1031 Services is the ability to have a personal walkthrough of your transaction with a highly experienced 1031 professional. All consultations are handled personally by me. I've spent the past 15 years as Senior Vice President for the country's largest qualified intermediary. I was the founding manager of their National Reverse and Improvement Exchange Division, which means I handled many of the most complex exchanges in the country. During my tenure, I oversaw more than 3,000 exchanges. My experience from those years of practice and thousands of exchanges are now put into service for you. Another benefit of LKE's exchange consultation is a comprehensive overview of the exchange process. I'll work with you to compile information on the parties involved, the properties at issue, and the timing that's going to come into play. All of this information will save time and reduce the risk of miscommunication as your exchange is processed by your qualified intermediary. Other than the occasional birthday party or perhaps that forgotten $20 bill in your coat pocket, surprises just usually are not welcome. This is especially true when like-kind exchanges are involved. Very little is as frustrating as starting an exchange and finding out halfway through that you will not be able to complete the transaction as you had hoped. In an exchange consultation, our goal is to spot issues, even potential issues, so we can plan for a resolution before you start the exchange. LKE 1031 services are designed to work with and complement those of your CPA and real estate attorney. We fill in the gaps they may have on the practical elements of the exchange, so they can focus on the tax reporting issues and real estate transaction itself. In most instances, the rates you'll pay LKE will be significantly less than what you would be paying your CPA or attorney. Our work also helps define concerns for your advisors, so instead of spending hours learning and then focusing on an issue, I'll be able to tell them this is the problem you need to research, and you should be able to find out how to address it by looking here. I want to thank you for taking time to review Part 1 of Exchange Consulting. For additional information on the consulting process and the costs, please check out my additional videos. If you are interested in learning if your transaction can benefit from a like-kind exchange, please contact my office for a free evaluation. I do look forward to hearing from you.